the new Drive to Survive here. You better see on Netflix later. This is it. Woo! I want to see how fast we're going. Maybe in my next life, where I'm gonna be a Formula One driver. Whoa, that was fun. You get some real adrenaline pumping. That was a real Formula One experience there. I'm sweating.
The drama continues.
The Korn Ferry Tour is the proving grounds to the PGA Tour.
The task at hand, move into the 25.
That's what everybody's fighting for.
I know I have the ability. I shouldn't be afraid to dream big.
I've been working on this my whole life. It means everything to me.
Fighting for your competitive life. The pressure is intensified.
There's so many good players. Anybody can win out here.
I love the grind and trying to improve.
You want to play against the best, so you want to beat the best. That's what you practice for.
So much on the line, careers and lives to be changed.
I am one tournament.
One round.
One swing.
One birdie.
On the Korn Ferry Tour,
We are all
One shot away.
For professional golfers, when opportunities arise, they must capitalise. As the Korn Ferry Tour schedule barrels on, only 5 events remain in the regular season before the 3-tournament Korn Ferry Tour finals. With a lifetime of work and the dream of playing on the PGA Tour hanging in the balance, there is more importance on every shot, and that's what it's all about.
My goal from the beginning of the year, try to be on top of the point list and win the Player of the Year.
Carl Yuan has tightened his grip atop the 25, but remains competitive every week.
Still coming here every week, start from zero, focus on every shot the same way.
With 4 top 10s in his last 5 events, Taylor Montgomery is consistent, but a first win has eluded him.
if you're in the top 5 1 week, one shot is just so massive, and it'll push you up 10, 15 spots pretty easily. It's really such a tight race.
After his maiden victory, Trevor Werbylo has hit a rough patch, but he just needs one top result to secure his PGA Tour card. Looking to make it in his 4th season, veteran Kevin Dougherty helps release the pressure with a fresh perspective.
The last couple, it's been do or die for top 25. The ultimate goal is fulfilling my potential, so I've really been focusing on that, and it's been very freeing.
Looking to break into the top 100, FSU standout John Pak is focused on building momentum towards the end of the season.
Momentum is so big in golf, and you just make that one birdie, you make that one big putt. It's easier to do it on the next hole, and that's when I can get hot with my golf game.
And coming in hot off a 2nd place finish, rookie Vincent Norrman is on the verge of breaking into the 25.
You almost feel the tension more and more every week. We're past the halfway mark, and I feel like we just started. We just got to keep getting a little better every week, and then hopefully we'll be in a good spot to reach that top 25 when it really matters.
And as the Swede embraces the pressure, he keeps his momentum rolling at the 16th event.
It has been an absolutely glorious week here in Greer, South Carolina. What a great event, the BMW Charity Pro-Am.
I felt pretty good. I had a lot of energy, actually. I felt like I just hit the ball so well. I was pretty calm in my game and where I was at.
He's a pretty cool character as well. He just sort of struts around, doesn't look like anything bothers him.
Sitting just inside the cut line heading into the weekend, Norman looked to channel the energy he had earlier in the week.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I hope I signed up on the right thing. Vincent?
Vincent? You're all good? Vincent Norrman?
Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
We're at the BMW driving experience. You get to push the cars to the absolute limit, which you can't really do in your normal day.
Today's all about you guys and having fun. We've got some cool cars out there for you, some really cool exercises.
You're going to be on all sections of that track doing these dynamic driving exercises.
Y'all go and have fun, keep them on the pavement, and brake hard.
Dude, it looks really fast from here, man. I feel like I'm Lewis Hamilton right now.
Car 4, you can go. Car 4 is sorted out.
This is what it feels like in Formula 1, I feel like. Just nervous, anxious. We really gotta push the limits, don't you? You gotta be ultra focused when you're behind the wheel, 80 miles an hour coming into a corner. You have to be really sharp and precise in what you do.
Nice lap, that's a good run, 23:45.
Oh, that's close! It's a lot of adrenaline. You never really get to experience that in life, except if you're doing stuff like that. It's pretty crazy. Dude, that was fun. Oh my God.
That's a 2-second penalty.
I'm happy I did that. Woo! When I grew up, my dad was big into racing and cars and stuff, so I'm familiar with it. Woo! All right, seatbelts are on.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, we got it! That might be one of my favorite ones. If you go faster on the corners there, you're spinning out and it's very uncomfortable. Like you have no control and it's so slippery. It's a super cool experience. Oh, we got that down, did we? Ooh. All right, on to the next one. Let's go to the off-road, I think. I think that'll be a fun one.
We're going to be going through the obstacles around 1 or 2 miles an hour, no more than that. Check these out, drivers. Everybody pay attention.
That looks pretty steep. You got kind of scared when you saw the other guy stand on 2 wheels and you're like, okay, I'm up next. You couldn't see much, but I mean, it was so cool.
Nice and steady pressure on the throttle. Don't lift, just steady pressure. Keep going, almost there, and stop, hard stop. And you're balancing on 2 wheels right now.
I feel like my grandma driving, just looking over. When you're on the road 4 or 5 weeks, you're just constantly thinking about your swing and your missed putts. So do something like that is super fun and it's an experience I'll remember for a lifetime. How cool is this? I can't really say that I'm excited to go back to my rental car and drive back to the hotel.
Smooth, dude. You know how it goes. From the driving course to the golf course, Norman found his groove on the weekend, firing a 3 under 68 on Saturday and a career best 7 under 64 on Sunday.
Oh, wow. He is absolutely on fire today.
I had a good last round. I guess I made the putts I had to make. I think I made like 2 little longer ones and then it was just solid golf, I felt like. Not much could go wrong, really.
With a T15 finish, Norman moved back into the 25 for the first time since the 4th event of the season.
Kind of get a clarification that your game is in a good spot or you're playing good golf, which is always a confidence boost, I feel like. Any time of the season is a good time to play good golf. But obviously once we get closer to the end, it might feel a little better getting the results.
I'll usually help out with grilling. I can cook some breakfast decently well. Some eggs, bacon, not super well versed, and maybe some tacos, do some ground beef. I'll help out when I can, but sometimes they get a little more complicated and in depth with their recipes. I love Tucson, growing up here my whole life and going to college, being close to family. It's a big reason why I'm still here. It's nice to have your freedom to, be far enough away, but still come back for a nice home-cooked meal. They've been unbelievable supporting me, and if they didn't make sacrifices and support me the way they did, then I certainly wouldn't have the opportunity to be doing what I'm doing. I owe them so much.
He has worked so hard on golf. He spent so many hours pursuing this and lots of mental energy too and studying the game, so it's just fun to see it come to fruition.
That's right. It's also fun to see how he handles the situations. I can't tell you how many times he's double bogeyed and then
so many double
birdied
bogeys.
down.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
No.
But then comes back and birdies the next 3 holes. It's amazing how he just comes back all the time.
Yeah.
Definitely means a lot to me to see him taking the actual steps and making everything actually happen gives me incredible amounts of pride and confidence even in myself.
With his family's support and motivation, Trevor turned his sights to Kansas, where he needed just 40 points to realise his dream of playing on the PGA Tour.
I was coming into this week feeling really good and got off to a good start and played 3 really solid rounds.
Boy, he is making the most of his opportunity, one really good round away from heading to the PGA Tour.
Needing a two-way tie for 21st or better, Werbylo entered Sunday T4, but a trio of bogeys on the day put his goal in jeopardy headed to the final 2 holes.
Disappointing bogey there, got to maintain your poise.
A birdie par finish did just enough to move him into a tie for 18th and surpass the 875 mark to secure his future next season on the PGA Tour.
It's obviously a lifelong dream that's being fulfilled. It's super exciting and super satisfying to see a lot of the hard work paying off now. Having my fiance on the bag makes it more of a relaxed atmosphere, and having her and as well as my whole family, it makes it special. It's pretty cool to know that I'm for sure playing on the PGA Tour.
God, congratulations.
After moving into the 25 the previous week, Vincent Norrman was seeking his 3rd straight top 15 finish, and a pair of solid opening rounds put Norrman in contention headed to the weekend.
I stepped up on Saturday and I played the first 5-6 holes pretty good, and then I don't know what happened. I hit some really bad shots and confidence was gone, but then I kind of rebound with birdie on 13, eagle on 14, and then I think I birdied 16 too, which kind of kept the momentum going into today, I feel like. I'm kind of proud of myself how I fought back on Saturday.
A second half rebound on Saturday and a bogey-free final round earned Norrman a T8 finish and another move up to 25. As the Korn Ferry Tour season draws closer to an end, each week is an opportunity for players to move up the ranking or for those inside the 25 to lock up their PGA Tour card. And while players like Yuan and Trevor Werbylo have earned their spots on the PGA Tour, for veteran Kevin Dougherty, he continues to chase that elusive season finish inside the 25. Nice. All right. I should follow you around more often.
Yeah, there we go. That was a nice start.
So a couple easy questions for you to start. Let's let everyone know, how did you get into the game of golf?
I got into the game through my grandfather. He lived in Long Beach on Virginia Country Club, right on the 11th tee box. About 13 or 14 is when I just started playing golf, and that's kind of the time that I kind of ran into Ricky in Marietta.
Yeah, right.
So then we started kind of practicing and playing together, and I saw what he was doing at Oklahoma State, and I said, that looks pretty fun. So I went there and just trying to follow his footsteps.
I've known Kevin for a long time. We both grew up in Marietta back home, played a lot of golf with him. He kept working really hard to get himself to the next level, and he's continued to do that. It's been fun to watch and very proud of what he's been able to do.
He's always trying to help me in the best way, and I try to do anything I can for him just to kind of pay back for what he's done for me.
There you go. In there to 10 feet. No wonder we get all these cameras out here, follow you around. You just like playing in flashy environments. What drives you to get to the next level? What do you think you need to do to just make that jump?
These first 6 months of this year have been completely different in the way I've practiced, and I can just tell by the results already how consistent we've been, and golf swing or putting, that doesn't need to get any better. I mean, everyone has the talent, you just gotta get the ball in the hole.
Dougherty recently pressed pause on his 4th season on the Korn Ferry Tour to be with his wife Lindsay for the birth of their first child. He returned to golf with a newfound perspective and motivation.
We talked about it at the beginning of the year that no matter where I was, points list, US Open, it just didn't matter. I was gonna be there no matter what, and you're only gonna have your first child once. There's gonna be 1,000 more golf tournaments, so it was a pretty easy decision. I wanna be able to succeed for my wife, for my family, now for my brand new daughter, and I want to be able to give her opportunities to travel all over the world, and I mean, I can do that through golf.
As players like Dougherty fight for a spot on the PGA Tour, others are looking to cement their future on the Korn Ferry Tour. For James Nicholas, the grind began in the fall of 2019.
I went to Q school and missed my full card by 2 shots, which, you know, in the moment, it's a big bummer. Started the season, I was first alternate for one of the Bahamas events, first alternate in Colombia, first alternate in Panama, second alternate in Mexico. And, you know, I went down on site and I never got in. And I was like, wow, this is what pro golf's like, I guess, you know, being on the outside looking in. And then COVID hit. I told myself this is the time to try to jump ahead of a lot of people and work hard.
The hard work paid off for Nicholas. He made the cut in 3 of the first 4 tournaments after the pandemic pause and earned more than 24 starts in the super season.
For my season to change that quickly was pretty incredible, and I think that's what this tour allows you to do, right? If you get your status, you get some sort of status, and you get out here and you start playing well, you know, you're going to keep playing and you're going to have that opportunity.
Nicholas advanced to the final stage of Q School, but was only able to secure conditional status for the 2022 Korn Ferry Tour season. Despite the setback, Nicholas remains determined to prove his journey doesn't end here.
Now I'm here just trying to fight for my status, and I got conditional status out here, which a lot of guys would kill for, so I'm not looking at it as a, you know, failed season so far. I got an opportunity this week and hopefully go out and make the most of it. If someone had said, hey, you're going to be a professional golfer on the Korn Ferry Tour and there's a 1 in 100,000 chance, it seems overwhelming, but if you just focus on the process and keep putting one foot in front of the other, you're going to get to where you want to be, and that's kind of my mindset. Is like, hey, I'm going to put in the work and I'm going to try my best and see where it leaves me.
We're gonna go catch some lobsters. That's what we're gonna do. Don't know how.
We'll figure it out.
Summer mornings, they're all like this. Little temperature change, but they're all like this. The mornings are always beautiful. That's why we're on the boat at daylight.
You didn't like that part?
No, I'm not a fan, man.
Really? Korean doesn't eat fish like that?
Koreans don't.
You guys ready?
I guess.
We take them out. We measure every lobster. That one's good.
That was good.
Or there's a good lobster and there's a too big lobster too.
Okay.
So you have to be in the middle.
They got to be in the middle.
All right.
It's 3 1/4 from the eye socket to the back. So if this went over the back tail here, it'd be too short.
Can I see that lobster?
Yeah.
Oh,
God, you just went right for it.
Is it dead?
No, it's not dead.
It's not dead.
No. Here, stick your finger right in there. Tell me what you think.
Oh.
Does anybody want to haul one aboard?
You got it,
I think
Carl.
this is your top candidate right here.
You want to haul one aboard?
Sure. Why not, right?
Come on in.
That's what I'm here to do.
You got it.
A little too small, or no?
No, that one's legal.
That one's legal? All right, it's legal.
Grab a band, right? And then twist it in theory.
Crawling around, hope my finger doesn't get cut off.
You got that part right. Hold it near the claws. It can't hurt you. Turn it.
Turn it. Oh, there we go. Oh.
Good job, Carl.
Another skill learned, so just in case golf doesn't work out, I know I can catch lobsters.
Grab a hold of this first, because you got to lift over this lip. So you grab a hold of this, you reach in, grab the trap somewhere.
Okay.
See how I'm leaning forward, my legs are bent?
Yeah.
You pull back and lift, keep pulling it on, okay? Does it go down over the shell or is it above it?
It's above it.
We get to keep that one.
It's like working a 9-to-5 job out there. You gotta get the gloves on, you gotta get a little dirty. My jeans are ruined, my shoes are ruined. I was a little nervous that a lobster would chop off my finger, but got all 10 fingers right here, so we're good.
I'm a pro lobster catcher.
Maybe that's something we can do if we miss a cut this week. How much do we get paid for this?
With alternate career training crossed off the list, John Pak and Yuan turned their attention to catching a good result at the Live and Work in Maine Open.
My mindset this week is just hit a bad shot, just accept it, move on, and focus on that next one.
With a renewed mindset, Park moved past rough moments in the first round to record an even par score before going 3 over in the second round to miss the cut. Falmouth Country Club also proved to be a test for James Nicholas and Kevin Dougherty, as each failed to find their footing and saw their weeks in New England come to an end on Friday.
Beautiful shot, man. Dialed it in. That will serve him well on the PGA Tour.
I normally play pretty aggressive overall. And I mean, just commit to every shot. Try to go as low as I can.
Yuan made the weekend in Maine, but struggled to find sustained success, averaging more than 5 birdies per round, but also finding at least 3 bogeys each day. A 68 on Sunday moved Yuan up the leaderboard to a tie for 32nd, strengthening his grip on the top spot in the 25. Trevor Werbylo and Taylor Montgomery remain inside the top 10, while Vincent Norrman continues to rise up the ranks at the right time of the season. And the journey continues right here on One Shot Away.
But they're all talking about lobster rolls. I've never had one, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Never had a...
No.
That's really good. Like it?
I think we're gonna go 8.2. Never tried one, so I don't know how to compare it to things, but it's pretty good. Honestly, the bread is actually good too.
Bread is good.
Yeah.
Crispy garlic bread.
Yeah.
Just fresh, you know, you can almost can taste the ocean fresh off the water. So yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.